we were just talking about one of the best tag team heel turns of all time with the New Day. I think another elite tag team heel turn that we just saw was DIY. Bro.
Snaked it, bro. Snaked it.
Executed to perfection.
Snaked it, bro.
I don't know if I'm just a dumbass Mark, but I did not see that coming at all.
Nah, Ciampa's been, I think, a heel before.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought it was going to be Ciampa turning on Gargano. And I thought that was going to be the feud going forward. But then Gargano, like, playing it the whole time. And then at the end, him saying, like, oh, that worked. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, the fact that he got in on... Nah, bro, that was on some Ocean's 11 type shit. Like, they pulled off the heist to perfection.
The heels are pushing hard this fucking end of the year, bro.
It's been a big time heel turn kind of season this winter. But I wanted to shout this out because, bro, like...
Motherfuckers are getting cold for the titles. They're starving, bro.
And it's not just that, bro. Like, for weeks and weeks, it's been longer than that, bro. Like, how long has Ciampa been starting to, like, get at Gargano for the fact that they haven't been succeeding and shit? Like, yeah, bro, like...
For that for trying to play too cool and shit.
And then, obviously, you inject the whole Motor City Machine Guns into it, and they have their own history with Johnny. And so it just added all these layers to it. And to me, it felt so obvious that it was going to be, like, not just a direct repeat of kind of their NXT feud, but a similar story of Ciampa turning on Johnny Gargano. And then, bro, out of nowhere, I feel like it was all a plan. I don't know if it was all along or if just recently. Obviously, we're recording this before this most recent episode of SmackDown comes out, but just fucking damn. I could not believe the way that they pulled that shit off, bro. That was honestly one of the best heel turns they've pulled off in a minute, if not for the fact that the New Day shit just happened, because obviously that's like out of the stratosphere, but this was like just so brilliantly pulled off, and they got the fucking gold. Like, bro, this is gonna be absolutely...
We are...
D-on-1! There's no way they could keep that theme song, right?
They're gonna definitely probably change it for this.
Because that shit's so cringe. Like, there's no way. They gotta get a more heel. There's no way that could be it. And then they're like the fucking evil DIY. That's besides the point. I am very fascinated to see where they're going from here. That's kind of the thing that I'm curious to see what happens next. Because now that they've made that turn, I feel like there's so many interesting directions that you could go with these type of characters now that they're able to tap into that darker side of
the new character
of their wrestling, because we know that both of them can be very extreme.
Good fucking yeah.
Like, we could see some very intense matches. Like, honestly,
but now they're definitely gonna add some new shit.
I'm not expecting like a super long title reign necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that at some point we're gonna get like some ridiculous banger matches. Like, I'm just very interested to see if they end up running it back against the Machine Guns or if they end up taking it in a new direction. But I think that it truly was such a well executed heel turn, and I love to see Triple H getting a bit more creative with the booking, like doing this shit where it looks like it's going in one direction, and obviously like I said, the history on NXT, so we kind of can start to connect the dots and feel like we know where it's going, and then out of nowhere we go in a totally different direction. Like, to me, like, the term swerve got kind of fucked over by the whole WCW booking and like the whole Bischoff shit. Like, the idea of a swerve has become kind of negative in wrestling to some extent, I think. But this was like a well executed swerve, like a time. And I don't want to say the word anymore. I've said it too many times. I feel like it doesn't sound real like a word anymore.
Swerve. Why not drive?
It just felt like a time where you flipped the script on us, but I didn't feel upset about it. I didn't feel like it was a cheap, just trying to get a pop, some shit where you're just trying to, oh wow, I didn't expect that to happen just for the sake of it. Like, this felt like it had, like we've been saying, a heel turn with motivation that's understandable. Like, kind of a similar situation that we saw with Woods and Kofi, where Woods has been showing that he's very upset with how things have been going, just like Ciampa, and I guess just wearing down their tag team partners and getting them to understand, like, bro, we gotta change some shit up if we want to get to that next level. And now we're gonna see it both on Raw with the New Day and on SmackDown with DIY. I fucking
Interesting.
very happy to see that Triple H is starting to take the tag team division a bit more
That's what I was
seriously.
gonna say, yeah, definitely adds more interest to the tag team division.
Because it's been rough. It's been rough, but
Dead.
it's been pretty fucked up. Obviously, the Motor City Machine Guns coming in on SmackDown injected a little bit of life into it, but overall, it's been pretty rough. But I'm happy with where shit's at right now. Shout out to DIY.
We are.
We are.
Yo.
That we should have had in the conversation for best wrestling theme songs of all time. That's up there.
You wish.
That's up there. That's fucking up there.